Big day of streaming today on this Saturday the 6th. Great. We're almost done with the year. How wonderful. Look at me. I'm on the screen, and that can only mean one of maybe two and a half things. But of course, if you're looking at the title, if you're looking at the title of the Twitch video, if you're looking at the title of the archive, the YouTube, that's what that site is called, then you'll know. Or I guess if you're just looking at the video, you can see the playlist. We're watching some Odd Men Out. Large day of streaming today here on Saturday. We're starting. Technically, I did it last night. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do it, but I did it. I'm here on technically Saturday morning. It is right now 11:55, so it's close, but it's technically 11:55 morning. I've got planned today. I think 2 episodes of Odd Men Out. Then we're going to do a couple episodes of the side stories in Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. And then we'll chill out for a bit with a bit of Persona 5 Royal, because we haven't played that in a while. And we still need to plug away at that. So that's kind of what on the plan here for a big afternoon, essentially. Afternoon in a few minutes of the morning. Then I'm going to take a break. I'm going to eat some food. I have a Mavericks game that I want to watch tonight as well. And then there's a small, well, I would say I'll have to check with her. It's like a 50-50 chance that we'll get to, I'll come back on later tonight, to do some Bloodborne co-op. But as I was saying yesterday, I know that she was having internet problems yesterday, and it might just only be getting fixed today, which in theory would be okay. But I think she has to actually do work. So if we can't do Bloodborne tonight, that's totally fine. I'll just take the night off, which is fine because I'm doing this huge afternoon stream, and then we'll come back tomorrow with something. Don't be surprised if tomorrow we just do a big Persona 5 day, or maybe more Doki Doki Literature Club sub side stories. I want to say sub stories, but that's in Yakuza, so I keep mixing side stories. And then maybe Persona 5 tomorrow as well. Maybe both of those. Or maybe just Persona 5. Kind of depends on where we end with Persona 5 today. I don't know. So 2 episodes. I don't think we'll go into a third. I don't think we'll get too crazy. So we have 5 virgins and 2 secret non-virgins, which I think we've done before. I was setting up the stream today, and I thought I was going crazy with these 2 episodes being listed. 5 virgins, 2 secret non-virgins. I thought we had done that. I haven't actually checked. But, let me see. Are we already reusing? Oh, 6 non-virgins and a secret virgin. So 6 non-virgins. So 6 people who have had sex. So it's the opposite. So we are kind of reusing ideas, but we swapped it. Plus, we did the 2 secret ones. Again, I don't know why they changed it up. I don't know why they do that. I honestly think because there's no real good reason to. There's not like a layer of strategy, really. I don't think they really care about strategy. So I honestly just think it's like casting, and then they sign a couple people because they have backups, and then they sign, and then they get to a certain point because I think maybe some people are going to drop out. And so they're like, we got to sign a couple extras. And then once they come in, they're like, oh, we can just adapt it. It's fine. That's my guess with how I think these kinds of things go. And then I thought I was going crazy because, I skipped. Okay. I also thought I was going crazy because 6 Democrats versus Secret Republican. I was like, didn't we do that as well? I mean, we're not going to get to that today. But I was scrolling through this. I'm like, didn't we do that? No, it was like Trump supporters and non-Trump supporter or something. I was like, oh, okay. We're just slightly adapting. So we're going to do the virgins. We're going to do the 6 Jewish people and a secret non-Jewish person. How exciting. How exciting. Okay, remember the rules. Once I get flash the people in the intros, I pick one person that gives me the mole vibes. I guess I have to pick 2 people, right? That's tricky. And then the next round, I get to, I don't know, I'll think about it. But I pick either 1 more, or if this case, 2 more people. Maybe I'll pick 1 more. So I'll solidify 2 people in the intro, and then I can add 1 more after 1 person's eliminated. I think that's what we're gonna do. All right, I don't know what this intro is. Let's just get into it. I've been delaying enough. I'll change the audio. I might have to do that once we get in.
Guys, this is Sam.
Ooh, it's loud.
With a very special announcement that we just released face masks on our Human Good website.
Face masks? Oh! Because this is just around the time, remember last part was when we started getting introduced into pandemic times. They made mention of it. And then, as I've been saying, I know at some point they switched to doing like virtual odd men outs. Like they're in like Zoom meetings, so that's coming at some point. Just be aware.
Be donating one to a medical worker. So please make sure to check us out. Our website is www.humangoodla.com. Most importantly, stay safe and enjoy the episode.
Stay safe. Virginia.
There are a complex set of assumptions.
We've been getting, this is what they've been doing for the intros. We've noticed this also, I think, in the last part or 2, where they're like, they do the Google typing the term, like we don't know what virginity is or something. So they're like, oh, this is a clever intro. And it's actually not that clever. It's actually kind of hackneyed at this point, I feel like, but whatever. What do I know, dude?
Assumptions and stereotypes surrounding the idea of virginity.
Lovely
Where
picture.
did these impressions come from? The media, religion, or popular culture? Does this say really anything about a person? As you watch this episode of Odd Men Out and pick the 2 moles, think of what prior judgments inform your decision.
I love the fucking Odd Men Out bass. It's been a while since we've done Odd Men Out. And so I feel like I keep saying, oh, I'll do them more frequently. And then I just take a break because I got so much shit, like games to play, right? And then I come back and it's like being wrapped in like a warm blanket, but like a warm blanket that also isn't like super comfortable. But then like the familiarity things start coming, like the ding 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 ba ding ba ding ba ding ba ding, and you're like, yeah, yes. Jazzy music, as the subtitles calls it.
We brought together 7 virgins.
I'm a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
I am a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
I am a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
Okay, I already know what Jubilee is doing here.
We brought together 7 virgins.
Did I used to have subtitles on? That's new, right? I think they defaulted. Because I don't remember it being... Yeah, I think it... Because I didn't click that on. I don't think. It might be default. I don't know. I've had weird things. I have on my TV above here. Sometimes I'll click into a video. I think like certain channels can make it so that when you click into their things, they default the captions on, which is totally fine. But it's always like, oh, if I don't want them in this moment, I gotta like go and click around. And it's whatever.
I'm a virgin.
Okay, Ivan.
The 2 moles.
Ah, shit, I
think
went
of
too
what
far.
prior judgments inform your decision.
One more audio adjustment. I'm gonna go down to like this. No, I'm gonna. Oh my god, I'm like doing the most minute.
We brought together 7 virgins.
Okay, Ivan. I don't think you're a virgin. Wait. 5 virgins. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to pick the 2 non-virgins. I'm supposed to pick the 2 people who claim they have had sex. Okay. Then if I'm going with what I say, I think right off the bat, I'm going to pick Ivan has had sex. I think he's one of the 2 people that have had sex. So I'm locking that in.
I'm a virgin.
I'm a
Jaslyn, virgin.
virgin.
I am a
Kia with the weird staccato talking, virgin.
virgin.
I'm a virgin.
Leah, virgin.
I'm a virgin.
Rachel, virgin vibes.
I am a virgin.
Ricky,
I'm a
virgin, non-virgin.
virgin.
Okay, I know I'm potentially picking just like
We brought
immediately
together-
locking in like the two. How do I say it? Dope beer looking guys and just being like, no, they've had sex. This is very stereotypical. We're just going based
7
on looks
virgins.
kind of things. But that's I think where I'm leaning. So
I'm a
Ivan.
virgin.
I'm a virgin.
I am a virgin.
I'm a virgin.
Also,
I'm
I
a
picked two
virgin.
guys.
virgin.
Is that bad? I don't know.
I'm a virgin.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, Ivan and Josh. I'm locking in those two to start here.
2 of them are liars.
I'll see what
If the
what
group discovers
transpires
both the liars, they'll split a cash
after
prize.
this. I want to see what they
If any
say.
of the liars survive, they win the entire prize. Who is the odd man out?
Why,
Speed
why
round.
are you guys virgins?
I'm a Christian. So like, nice.
Okay. Honest to God, when both these two people who are clapping right here, when they flashed up, in my head I was like, they give off I'm a virgin because of religion vibes. So, yeah, I believed that, and at least with their story, reinforces that.
Yeah.
Go Jesus.
So like, I was raised like. Same.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
She gets a Jesus high five as well.
The fact that there were 4 Christians kind of caught me off guard, so I kind of thought that one of the Christians wasn't a virgin.
I grew up in a conservative Middle Eastern family.
Okay.
So we just didn't grow up talking about that, so I never felt comfortable and I wasn't really confident in myself.
I'm from like a Catholic family, so like Filipino Catholic family. There's no way that I could like ever have the thing. Plus, I'm also ace.
What's your excuse?
Yeah.
Okay. Asexuality is lack. Yeah. Okay. So I picked Ivan, right? And I'm immediately hit with like we've seen this happen in a couple episodes where like I picked someone from the intros and then they introduce a wrinkle that is like, oh, if they're going for this as a lie, that's a big play on their part. So if he's saying I'm ace, I mean, that wouldn't be the hardest lie to pull off technically, but it is like you're coming in with a story, like a rock hard alibi that can't be proven. So am I already shaken? Am I shooken?
I'm a virgin because I'm demisexual. It's like kind of on a spectrum, but yeah, just the lights are turning red.
The lights are turning red. I can't explain my demisexuality to you. You just gotta believe me.
Oh, yeah.
But again, unlike asexuality, like a demisexual doesn't really. I mean, you can like, for lack of a better term, get past that to easily have sex with someone. You know, like you can have that bond with someone, and then like that's not unlike asexuality where it's like, eh.
How old are you guys?
19.
21.
22.
24.
This is tough. This is tough. A lot was said in that minute.
She
Wow.
looked a little mysterious, and before the round started, we were informed that there were 2 moles, and she didn't really have a reaction to that.
What? What? What do you mean? What? Okay. I do like she looked mysterious, because mysterious people have sex all the time.
I voted for Leah because she didn't say anything, and also she was the oldest. She didn't
I think they fell for a trap right here.
really give us much to go off of, so
Bye, Leah.
They're like mysterious, blue hair, and oldest. You must have had sex.
I think it makes sense that people voted me out because I'm older. I don't think there should be that stigma on older people. Like, if you're older, you had to have sex, but it makes sense to me.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, but it's fine. She's accepting defeat. Okay. So I feel like I've picked two guys. Boom, 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 Okay, I'm gonna go Kia as my third lock-in, and those are the locks. So Ivan, Josh, Kia. I do think the two on the ends are like they just gave off such like I'm saving myself because of that's what Jesus tells me to do or whatever.
Has everybody had their first kiss?
Yeah.
I actually have not.
No?
Really? I legit have
No,
not.
just
How-
keep
It's
waiting.
okay, yeah.
Just wait.
How old were you
It's
guys
okay.
when you had your first kiss?
I was 15. I had it at Disneyland. How cute.
Disneyland kiss.
I was 18 when I lost my first kiss.
He said that he lost his first kiss, and that was just a red flag in my head because I was like, I wouldn't say it like that.
I think Ivan's just a little weird, just a little awkward. Not weird, but awkward. I don't think that's a term. I mean, I probably wouldn't say it either like that, but like I don't hear that and go like, oh, he's covering up something weird.
I was 12. I was.
Okay.
But you know what's funny is that when I was in elementary school, all the guys were like talking about like, you haven't had your first kiss yet, and I was like,
And then there's me.
no. And then I get to high school and find out, oh, I guess I was way ahead of everybody.
Have you guys done like
Weird flex.
I'm trying to like
stuff further than kissing? Like,
Also, just a side note, they seem very packed. Oh, choked on spit when I said packed in. They seem very packed in. Like they're all like very close. They're not maximizing the box space.
oral sex. Like, I don't know what you guys consider like
I have no real point to bring that up. I just feel like I've noticed that here.
true sex, but like,
With my ex, that was like a purely lustful relationship. So like,
Yeah.
So how did you deal with that? Like, was he coming on to you and you were just like, no?
it was more
or-
like because we were so like in each other's faces, and it would just kind of like happened, and then right before like it would have crossed that line, I was like, wait, hold on, wait, can we just take a break? Because he was also a virgin. He broke up with me, had sex with someone else. We got back together. He told me, and then we broke up again.
Justin
What?
mentioned a lot of
What?
close times of like losing, like almost losing her virginity, and like maybe she was slipping.
I was dating someone that wasn't saved,
Yeah.
and
Same.
that I
That's what
really
it
think
was.
that brings me down.
Yeah.
That when there's not Jesus in the center.
Yeah.
then-
And
That's a good point. Not again related to them trying to figure it out, but I've always curious. Like if you're someone who, I mean, I guess it's just maybe my ignorance or something, or maybe obviously I just don't know. But like, if you're someone who's saving themselves for marriage or whatever, for whatever reason, comfortability wise, religion wise, is it like what are the numbers of times that like what is the percentage chance that those people feel like they have to then be with someone who is also saving themselves? Is it like straight up 100%? Like is it like if you're in that mindset, are you like I cannot be with someone who isn't also saving themselves for marriage? Like I've been curious about that before because I don't know.
it's
Yeah,
it's
that's
hard,
for sure.
and it's
God
hard when
needs to be
your
in the
your
center.
relationships aren't
God needs to be in the center. Leave room for Jesus.
when you're not focused on Christ. Your relationship with other kind of
It brings you down.
yeah,
Mhm.
it does
Yeah.
exactly.
Josh just feels like he's a smooth talker. I think he's playing up this religion angle thing. I don't believe him. Because he lumped himself as a religion thing as the fourth person. He was like, oh, yeah, me too. I don't know.
Ivan mentioned something about losing his kiss. I didn't want to, but I had to vote for him.
What do you mean you didn't want to? What does that mean?
He was pretty like timid, and I just felt like he wasn't giving enough details to what he was saying.
Ivan, no! Oh my god!
He
Oh my god!
wasn't giving enough
Someone just almost
details
died
to
on
what
the
he
set
was
of
saying.
Odd Man Out. Did he trip on the light part? Oh my god. I don't think he tripped over it. He stepped on it and like the way the light like Whoever designed the set, it's like the light isn't like fixed to the ground. I think it like is able to wobble. It looks like. Oh my god, get a zoom in on that. Not only did he almost just lose his life, but we almost just lost the box. Look at this. This is amazing. He like stepped on it and it like wobbled and then he lost footing.
Man down. I genuinely tried to talk and like say my things out, but everyone was going over me. I just like shrank more down. I wish I talked more.
Ivan. Oh shit. Oh shit. What is this? Shoes. Get a shoe. Get a pair of shoes.
What are some stereotypes that you guys think?
That's what I was gonna ask.
This
But I'm just saying,
happened at my work the other day. Like, 2 of my coworkers were like talking in the back, and then I walked up and they're like, "Oh, Rachel's here. We can't talk about this stuff because like she's
The virgin's here. We can't talk about sex.
too like angelic." And I was like, "Guys, come on. Like I know about everything."
Yeah,
It's
people think that like as a virgin that I'm like afraid of sex, but best believe wedding night, we ain't going nowhere that whole weekend.
I feel like for me is that people immediately assume I'm religious and waiting for marriage, but that's actually not the case for me.
Yeah.
So I feel like a little like I can't relate to you guys because I'm not technically waiting for marriage, but I'm waiting to have a solid relationship with the guy. Like I just want to be totally, completely comfortable with him. I would say other stereotypes that people have that bother me, that we have no social skills or that we're not attractive or we are super introverted. It's like there's no right time to have sex. Everyone's on their own path, and you know when the
Good
time
point.
comes, it
Good point,
comes.
Kia.
My religion is the main reason why I'm waiting, but also it makes sense to wait to share that with somebody that's the only person that's gonna share that with you. That's
Thanks,
something really
Ricky.
special. I think go beyond religion.
Plus,
Yeah.
everybody has told me like they had a really crappy time the first time.
Yeah.
So
I've gotten my heart broken just like in a relationship, and I feel like if I had that like lost to somebody, like that would hurt me.
Yeah, because
10 times more.
I
It's
hate
out there.
I hate that it's called like losing your virginity. Like I don't want to lose it. I want to give it.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I
That's
mean?
beautiful.
Yeah,
I love that.
right?
Yeah.
Thank you. 'Cause when you lose something, you don't intend to lose something. So when you lose your virginity, it's like you never intended
Semantics.
to like give yourself to someone sexually, and I'm willingly and like I want to give my virginity to someone because it's something that's sacred and it's something that's really important to me.
what you were saying about like other forms of sex, because
Yeah.
our stories are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Like I also struggled with pornography as
Yeah.
well, and but God really freed me from that as well.
And God said, "Hey, stop jacking off." Stop whacking it.
It messed with my mind. Really did. It gives you this fake outlook on what sex is.
Like it's not real. It's not sex. Like that's just actors like putting on a show.
I think for when guys get into that stuff, it makes them think of women as an object.
Definitely.
And that they're just to be used for their pleasure, and I think it's awful.
And
so.
porn is so racist and sexist and all of the above.
There's nothing
like,
good
it's
about it.
literally
It's just
disgusting.
evil. It's
Yeah.
inherently evil.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the videos I've seen online, it's like, it's always like, black dude, black girl, like Asian girl, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's trying to gain views through people's ethnicities, and it really promotes stereotypes. My parents didn't tell me to, like,
No comment.
wait until marriage to have sex, but they taught me.
I mean, that's definitely one viewpoint of porn, I guess. I don't know. I get it. I get it. I guess I get it. I don't know. I don't know.
Especially my mom. Like, she was like, live your own damn life first. Like, explore, get educated, become successful, then, like, worry about men. Like, I just feel like I've had not a lot of drama in my life because I haven't dated.
Good.
And
That
honestly,
is
like,
true.
not happy that I'm single, but like, I've honestly, like, I'm really successful and I'm in a really great place, and I learned to love myself first before
She's
I'm
not
gonna
happy
love
that she's
someone
single.
else.
That's great.
Yeah.
I have
That's a
question
bummer.
For the Christians, I mean, I don't have mine on because I jammed my finger, but I have a purity ring. Do you guys like have anything to like?
No, I don't think you need to show it.
Mhm.
And everything. It's not.
Good point.
She brought up purity rings, and I feel like that's something that not too many Christians do nowadays. So I thought
Because it's
maybe
lame
she
as
was
shit.
trying to pretend to be a Christian, and that was one way.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to metal.
Oh,
And so
okay.
like jewelry is really specific for me. So
Mhm.
like I just don't even like.
Yeah.
I made these earrings, so like I know what's in them.
That's
But
Yeah.
other than that, like I don't mess with jewelry
Okay.
that often.
Oh, coming after Jaslyn for saying that.
I
Oh
just
my god.
Got these vibes
Oh
from
my
him
God.
that he had sex before and was like a reborn virgin.
There were so many religious people in the group, and I was like trying to get rid of one of them, and the purity ring kind of made me choose her.
Damn.
The most linear, guys. It's not me.
Raise your hand.
You no, you can't say anything. Get out of the box. You've been silenced.
Box, and you would like to continue the game.
Oh, they are still
Yeah,
going.
was
No one
sex,
trusts
like-
anyone.
Especially for you guys, because you grew up religious. Was sex like a taboo
Yeah. that's
topic in your house?
weird.
Like, did they ever talk? Like, did you get the birds and the bees talk? Like, growing
no.
up? Or, like,
I
Yeah,
did.
I
I mean, it was treated with respect, but
Mhm.
not. It wasn't like swept under the rug. It was talked about, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
do it. It was just
they weren't like
here's-
super open about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they were like, here's what it is, here's what it's for. We kind of expect you to oblige with that, but
Yeah.
I want to bounce back to what you said about like alternative sex.
Mhm.
Like, what is virginity?
No, it's
like,
like
is like oral
That's a good
sex?
question.
Is that?
because some people are like
Because I was on my way
penetration
over
is
here
sex,
thinking
and then
like,
some people are like, well,
yeah,
giving a hand job could be sex.
Yes.
You know, it's like,
I guess that depends on
is
the
it up
person.
to the person, or
I
is
would
it
say
like?
because I
So-
think penetration.
I don't know. I think it just.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So, I mean... Okay, so she's on the record. She's like, hey, if you do anything but penetration, you haven't had sex yet. Which is fine. That's fair. If that's your thing.
Like the motivation, or the, I don't
Just,
even know.
just
I don't
jotting down the
If
notes,
it's
you
not
know?
one definition, then it's
Like-
like too like loose.
know. Yeah,
you know?
it's yeah. Subjectivity is weird.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask like your view on like sex education. Like, do you guys?
I keep getting distracted because she has like one or two pieces of hair that are just completely like doink, and against like it's lit perfectly against the background, the black background. And every time it flashes to this camera angle, I'm like, it's like the first thing I see, and then I go down to her face when she starts talking. I'm like, hair, wait.
Guys believe in
Like,
abstinence?
No,
in
no,
Okay,
school?
me
No,
neither. Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
not.
Abstinence is like
Just
waiting,
waiting.
till,
Waiting
marriage,
until marriage.
but like teaching that
In school.
Like,
What was
sex
the question?
education, like,
And it's
Like,
like too,
Something about
like,
sex education? Let me
loose,
see.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
yeah.
Speaking of sex education, the show on Netflix. I just finished the latest season last night, last episode. God, so heavy, dude.
Subjectivity
Good
is
show.
weird.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask like your view on like sex education. Like, do you guys believe in
Like,
abstinence?
no,
In
no,
Okay,
school?
me
No,
neither. Yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
not.
Abstinence is like
Just
waiting,
waiting.
till,
Waiting
marriage,
until marriage.
but like teaching that
In
in
schools,
schools.
yeah.
I mean, I would
They lack
teach
that
all of
education.
them.
Yeah.
I teach everything, but stress abstinence, because that's the only, like, in my opinion, that's the
Oh no. Oh god. You know, the way he started that out and the way he reacted to her question and everything, and they were already like, oh yeah, abstinence, like Kia over here is like abstinence, no, teaching abstinence in school only is trash. Let's be honest. Teaching abstinence only in school is only a disaster of a situation when it comes to like sexual education in the school system. It blows. It's unrealistic. It only causes more problems. And then there's all those stats that's like, oh, then kids, they still end up doing stuff and then they don't know how to handle it. And then it's like, well, you're really fucked over. You can tell, especially this guy, because he seems at least unless he's lying, very religious, right? You know he wants to be like, oh yeah, abstinence is the only way. But because Kia was already like, no, that's bad. You know he's like, oh, well, I guess you would want to talk about always, but stress abstinence. So if it wasn't for that, if he didn't feel that stigma, he would have been like, oh yeah, fuck, yeah, abstinence in school. Trash.
the safest.
Abstinence is not gonna
You tell him, Kia.
help the problem.
You
need
tell
to
'em.
teach safe sex
Yeah.
and provide condoms and teach girls about birth control so that they're not getting pregnant too young, not having the resources, and avoiding abortions and all that.
Yeah, I think you should teach that, but just stress abstinence. 'Cause
Totally.
At the end of the day, abstinence is the
But you're not
surefire way of
gonna-
not getting
Just
pregnant.
as just as a non-religious person,
Yeah,
like
I get that.
I don't agree with you on that.
Yes, stand strong, Kia. Stand against this dude. Just get him.
But like respectfully disagree.
no,
like,
for sure,
and
for sure.
teach their own.
The way she says that, I love it.
As just as a non-religious person,
Yeah,
like
I get that.
I don't agree with you on that.
Yeah.
But like respectfully disagree.
no,
like,
for sure,
and
for sure.
teach their own. Like I'm just like teach their own. If you do you, like that's what makes you.
He's gonna be like, all right, I'm getting rid of her. He's gonna send her out of the box. He's gonna try to penalize her. He's like, I gotta fucking teach her a lesson.
I'd be like, awesome. This is really hard.
I don't like it.
This is I feel bad for Kia right now. Oh, here we go, Rachel. Okay.
Rachel, I noticed, was sharing a lot less than she had in the previous rounds.
The whole abstinence thing and waiting until marriage, like, is the only answer for him. Just kind of made me feel like he was playing the game too hard.
I think she just hates him. I think she's like, this guy's trash. I don't blame her. Get her. Get her. Get him. Interesting pick. Interesting pick there.
Raise your hand if you're certain that the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
Oh shit, they're staying pat. Now remember, there's 2 moles, and if only one of them is in there, then they lose. So in theory, I picked Kia. I don't feel as great about my Kia pick as like my 3rd pick there, but I did pick Kia. I did pick Josh here. So if it turns red, I have a pretty good chance of at least getting one of those correct, right? I mean, odds are. Percentages and such.
With relapsing
Oh,
forms of
fuck.
MS, there's a lot to deal. All these other
Yo, they did it. Look at that. I mean, they had to get rid of more than half of the people to do it. But, I mean, 2 people. Okay, so then 2 moles out of the 4 people they eliminated? I'm curious.
Can the moles please step?
Is it gonna be the 2 on the ends then? Is it gonna be Ivan? Can I at least get my Ivan pick correct?
Forward.
Oh, I was right about Ivan. I knew it. Oh my god, I knew Ivan. Oh, they did a last minute elimination of this blonde girl. That was clutch on their part.
Oh my gosh, I knew it.
You were such a good
Nice.
You really did. I knew out of 4 Christians, one had to be like. I definitely learned that my virgin radar is completely off.
I am a born again Christian, so my
A born again virgin Christian. Born again Christian virgin.
strategy going to the game was to have the mindset that I do now, which is kind of twisting my truth.
At least she's honest about it. It is twisting of the truth. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird when you think about it, in my opinion. But whatever. Honestly, live your life. But if you're like, oh, dude, I'm a virgin. I'm a born-again Christian virgin. It's totally fine. Once I restarted my life as a Christian, I wiped the slate clean.
So everything I said had a lot of truth base to it.
Alright.
Okay.
Wow, this
Look
is
at these
longer
lights.
than I've ever held.
It's like,
Obligatory.
So I identify as asexual. When I lost my virginity, it was before I came to terms with it. She kind of coerced me. It's like, if you loved me, you'd you'd have sex with me. So when we broke up, it affected me a lot.
Damn.
Eventually in college, from a classmate who was just like, oh, I'm ace. And I was just like, oh, can you tell me about that? As they described it, I was just like, oh, that's me. I hope I find someone that understands what I identify with and won't force me to do anything. If you're out there.
Hope
Good
you
guy,
enjoyed this
Ivan.
episode, and thank you for supporting Human Good. This is the link to our website, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. And I hope you're all staying safe during quarantine. This looks like a dance, but it's okay.
What's like the highest holiday?
No, we're not. We don't want spoilers. No spoilers. We're about to just jump into the next episode. Okay, so at least I got Ivan correctly. Rough situation for Ivan there, but good on him. Seems to be doing better. Seems to have been a traumatic experience. But I like the message. Hey, if me explaining this story and explaining myself and my sexuality on this Odd Man Out episode from Jubilee helps someone out there, that's great. I didn't win any money. That's Ivan. I also didn't win any money, but you know what I'm saying. Okay, second episode here. We'll do 6 Jewish people and a secret non-Jewish person. How exciting.
Nothing was nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Until it was something.
It
all begins with creating.
I clicked the wrong thing.
Create, manage, and grow your business with Wix.
I was trying to mute the thing and then it... Alright, we're jumping right into it. No intros here. Google typing. When do we get to... It looks like here, maybe. Maybe? Because at least the thumbnails change, so it might be this episode. So where they go do the virtual Odd Man Outs.
What assumptions do you make when you meet a Jewish person? Are they based more on media, your parents, or just unreliable sources?
This is how I win.
Ah.
As you play along this episode of Odd Man Out, think of how you pick the mole.
Oh, Adam Sandler.
We brought together 7 Jewish people.
I'm Jewish.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm supposed to just let him play.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish. I am Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish.
One of them.
This is going to be so hard. I have to pick the non-Jewish person. The one non-Jewish person here. The one non-Jewish person.
We brought...
I forget. Do I pick 2 people? Did I only pick 2 people because it was 2 people last time? Did I just pick 1 here? I'll just pick 1. I don't know.
Together 7 Jewish people.
I'm Jewish.
Okay.
I'm Jewish.
Okay.
I'm Jewish.
Okay.
I am Jewish.
Okay. Arlington. Nice name.
I'm Jewish.
I'm
Haley. Okay.
Jewish. I'm Jewish.
Elena. Oh my god, this is too difficult, dude.
We brought together 7 Jewish people.
I'm Jewish.
I don't know.
I'm Jewish.
A delivery truck outside.
I'm Jewish.
Okay.
I am Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
I'm gonna pick Haley.
I'm Jewish.
I don't feel great about it, but how the hell would I? How would I
The
know?
liar is, they'll split a cash prize. If the liar survives, they win the entire prize. Who is the odd man out?
All right, well, who's the mole? I'm just gonna ask you right now. Who is it? Come on.
Okay, where have all your
Smart
families
tactic.
been expelled from? Can we just like get into that like real quick? Every Jew has a story about being forcibly taken from their home.
My family got expelled from Russia, early 1900s, moved to New York.
Are you Ashkenazi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Current Jews are referred to as Ashkenazi to distinguish them from Sephardic, Spanish Rite Jews. Okay.
Versus. God, I can never remember the other
Sephardic.
one. I don't care. It's not
Oh,
big.
really? Interesting.
Okay.
Oh shit! Oh, we're already exposing Adam here.
Early 1900s, moved to New York.
Are you Ashkenazi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Versus. God, I can never remember the other
Sephardic.
one. I don't care. It's not
Oh,
big.
really? Interesting.
Okay. I actually converted
My mom is from the Philippines. My dad is from Mississippi.
Why did you convert?
My mom put me into it when I was really young, when I was like 6 or 7, so I just always grew up with it. So I didn't really feel like I converted.
My family is Polish. I am half Jewish. So my mom, through birth, I am Jewish. My dad is Christian.
My savta was expelled from Turkey, and my sabo was from Bulgaria.
Good
and
words,
then,
good words.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone here knows Hebrew.
Does anyone else know Hebrew?
Yeah, that means grandma and grandpa.
Do you know fluently? Do you know
Like
okay,
my mom's
Gemini.
Israeli. So.
Okay, same.
Do you guys like know all the holidays?
Everyone was throwing out questions and answers, and it was just tough to get your piece in. But I was definitely worried that I would just be voted off just because I may not look Jewish.
What's like the highest holiday?
Yom Kippur.
High holidays. Yeah, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah. If someone said Hanukkah, I was like, done.
Anyone go to Jewish school? I went to.
She's
What's,
hardcore.
Like, the highest holiday?
Remember, was it the first episode, second episode? Really early on when we had the vegan episode, vegans, non-vegans, and there's a really hardcore boss vegan, like final boss vegan girl. I'm getting the same vibe from this one. Who she's like, I know my shit. I'm going to try to weed out, and I'm going to be very aggressive about it. Like, it's almost like the thing where I would, if I was a contestant, I'd be like, I'm going to get rid of you just because you're annoying me. No offense.
Holiday.
Yom Kippur.
High holidays. Yeah, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah.
Yeah. If someone said Hanukkah, I was like, done.
Anyone go to Jewish school? I went to Jewish preschool, elementary school, and high school, and learned Hebrew in all of them. So I'm very Jewish. Can you start
I'm very Jewish, dude.
reciting like the first prayer of Hanukkah, like the first word?
Baruch atah Adonai. I mean, I know it's not the first word. It just flows better this way.
Yeah, I was like, that wasn't really the first word, but.
Oh, come on. Get fuck off. They're going hard after Adam. He said that one thing at the very beginning. They're like, all right, we're going to grill him for as much time as we have here.
He said his prayer really fast, and it didn't sound like 100% to me.
What's the prayer? Just like the 2 words for like washing your hands before you eat. No?
No, I don't know it.
Yeah, so I got you.
My God.
Quick question, because this will eliminate real Jews real quick. Does anyone know what Jewish penicillin is?
Matzo ball soup.
Matzo ball soup.
Yeah.
There it is. She didn't know what it is right there.
It was a little.
Adam is deflecting as hard as he can. He's like, shit, I've got to just come up with something quick before I mean, I don't think it's working. I think he's made himself too much a target at this point.
Unclear where he was from and why he was telling us like certain things.
Anyone keep kosher? I don't.
No.
But I don't eat pork.
I mean, kind of.
Yeah, no
I'm
pork.
vegan,
but
so
no
like,
kosher.
my mom is so proud. She's like, my girl's kosher.
Can you eat challah?
I'm still stuck on the point that you drove here for this. I'm sorry.
According to Halakha, the operation of a motor vehicle constitutes multiple violations of the prohibited activities on Shabbat. Oh, this must have been something they had said maybe earlier.
No pork.
Give that to me again.
My mom is so proud. She's like, my girl's kosher.
Can you eat challah?
I'm still stuck on the point that you drove here for this. I'm sorry.
So he must have said earlier, like, I guess, or they didn't show it, which would be weird if they're editing wise, you should show a previous discussion if it was held during the time. But they might have were talking previously, and he might have said, I drove here from somewhere or something.
He said he drove here for this.
Oh.
I want an excuse to come
be in
down
the
to LA.
video.
Yeah. I like took a plane from Seattle.
You flew here?
Yeah.
Really?
Awesome.
Well, I also just like wanted to eat at like a bunch of vegan places.
Right, we just want an excuse to come to LA.
I was very comfortable with the girls. For some reason, the guys gave me a bit of pause.
People always kind of had weird looks because I'm only half Jewish. So growing up, I was in a very like Christian environment. I mean, that was the main thing is when we were.
There's a lot going on in this. It's one of those episodes, we've said it before, where it's not as easily, like, it's very hard to ask questions, maybe, to really try to nail down this topic. So, like, it feels like it's just a bunch of people firing random things as fast as possible. Plus, I don't think this was a speed round, so we had first round where we had 10 minutes where people are just
getting pulled out for the high holidays. Everybody just kind of
trying their
like,
hardest.
Why do you get to leave? Like, stuff like that. That's the only time it really came up for me.
Alright, so this time the voting is going to be different.
Voting's gonna be different. We're not gonna have a secret ballot, but it's going to be an open voting. Why are we changing? I love how they're just like, we're gonna do something different for the hell of it. Keep you on your toes, dude.
We're not gonna have a secret ballot, but it's gonna be open voting.
Keep you on your toes. What is this? Spartan scrub. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, see, I don't like open voting because then they're looking around and then, like, she raised her hand and then these two on the left, or two guys on the end here, they looked, saw someone else was voting and then went, okay, sure, I'll vote. Like, look how that went. I don't like that. Also, what's the point? How does this make it any better? Like, I don't see why you would change this because it doesn't, if any, at the very least, it's the same thing. At worst, it's way less, you know, of like a system. Poor Adam.
I have a very Jewish name. I have a very Jewish face. Not something that I expected to be voted out the first time. I definitely was expecting to be able to keep playing the rest of the game.
Adam.
Okay, I'm gonna pick. I think Adam was Jewish. So I picked the girl there on the end. I think Haley was her name. I'm gonna go. I think if I pick the second person there, the short girl, I think that's a trap. That's just not gonna work. She knows too much. Guy on the end knows too much. I'm gonna pick another girl. I'm gonna pick one of the two middle ones. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go taller girl. So let me see if I can. Yeah, this one. I don't know her name. I don't remember her name.
That was my first pick, but I wanted to go here just to be sure.
Okay.
This guy that he's singling out is also maybe a good pick.
So tell me why you're Jewish.
Yeah. It's harder because, you know, I am just Jewish through my mom, and there wasn't a big Jewish community where I grew up.
Actually, like Jewish through your mom, rabbinically is like full Jewish.
No, no,
Jewish
that's what I
religion
mean.
makes you
That's
100%.
what I- it's just like
just
I-
checking.
No, yes,
Yeah.
no, of course. So I didn't grow up with a lot of Jewish community around me, so I didn't do
They are again. Adam's gone, so like let's pick on this new guy.
a lot of like the stuff if
Ugh.
people grew up in LA or New York or something like
Garrett's
that.
in
they might
trouble.
have access to.
Where are you from again?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Western Massachusetts, yeah. I didn't really have a religious upbringing at all. And then I did go to college at Wesleyan, and that is in Connecticut, and it does have a larger Jewish population. So that's really where I did get to meet a lot of Jewish people and really start to experience Jewish
hobo,
culture.
dude.
Who said they didn't do birthright? Did everybody here do birthright?
I didn't.
No.
I didn't do it.
Okay.
I'm planning on doing it this winter though.
Yeah.
I just,
Not-for-profit educational organization sponsoring free 10-day trips to Israel for young adults of Jewish heritage. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I did it in college. That was like once I went to college, it was like a much bigger Jewish community, so like I got to do stuff like that and like go to birthright, and it was awesome.
I was most suspicious of Garrett because
The way she's like, Garrett?
just some of his answers, they seemed like very quick and not very detailed. Have we all been Israel?
Yeah, I was just about to ask.
So, what's our favorite part of Israel? I really loved, I think the Dead Sea was awesome. I think Israel is just gorgeous. And I was really afraid to go in the Mediterranean Sea because I did not want to get stung by a jellyfish. So I was like, okay, sand.
I'm a beach guy, so I love Tel Aviv and Dizengoff Beach.
What was your favorite part?
Masada, going up and like looking down over the Dead Sea and everything.
What's everyone's favorite dish that their mom makes?
My grandma's latkes, honestly, are like the best thing ever.
Your favorite food is latkes?
Alana. What's my second pick here?
That's like a
Have
good
you ever
food.
had a?
Of course I've had latkes. No one's favorite.
Wait, what do you say?
What's everyone's favorite dish that their mom makes?
My grandma's latkes, honestly, are like the best thing ever.
Your favorite food is latkes?
I don't think it's that weird of a pick, but if you're coming from the angle of like, oh, that's the most stereotypical, like, easy Jewish food answer, maybe?
That's like a
Have
good
you ever
food.
had a?
Of course I've had latkes. No one's
Honestly, I don't
favorite
really
food.
like latkes.
That's
Okay,
a
first
problem.
of
I don't know. Now I'm suspicious.
Can you tell me some more about your conversion?
I was just about to ask that too.
I grew up like as a kid, like going to Hebrew school, having Jewish friends, doing Shabbat every week, doing the holidays. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm Jewish now. It's just like, okay.
It's totally fine to convert, but just in the name of the game, I was like, okay, if you converted, maybe you're not actually Jewish. Maybe someone you know converted.
Do you feel really in touch with Jewish culture?
So I have like a lot of Ashkenaz friends who don't buy German cars for that very reason. Like
My grandparents
Or
would let me buy
you're like,
a bucket of German
yeah,
Mark.
the Holocaust is probably one of the worst events in history. So I don't think for anyone to not connect with that, that would be a problem. But for me, I would say a lot of Jewish history I don't connect with just because it's not part of my history. It doesn't mean I don't connect to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Did you face any discrimination being Filipino and Jewish?
All the time, absolutely.
What about people like finding us like kind of discriminating in like a semi-positive way, but not really at all? When they say,
Like, oh, can you smell how much money I'm holding?
Oh, that's terrible. But no, like I was
Jesus.
the other day, and the guy was like, "Oh, you're Jewish. You're powerful. You've got power. You've got connections." And I was like,
Yeah, you're just you.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh, Garrett, I knew it. Oh shit. Did you see again?
And I was like,
I mean, it adds a different wrinkle, but for them, the four girls raised their hand for Garrett, and then guy on the end looks at him, goes, "Oh, if I don't vote with them, then I look bad." You know what I mean? Because he knows that Garrett's out, and then if he's gonna save his vote, because then he can't vote for himself, so he either votes for Garrett or one of the girls, and then he can already see Garrett's being eliminated. This is the whole mentality. I watch a lot of Big Brother, right? And you vote with the house because you don't want to. You don't want to single yourself out for the people that are going to be remaining. So if he voted for one of the girls, then immediately he paints a target on his back, being like, "Oh, I don't trust one of you people." But look what he does. He looks at how many people vote for Garrett, and then he goes, "Oh, I need to throw my vote in there as well." Come on, man.
Bye.
Did I add an L when I said Arlington? Is it just Arlington? Okay, right here it's Arlington. So unless they spelled it two different ways throughout this video, I think I just randomly added an L for Arlington at some point in there. The name just threw me off.
Bye. He said his mom was Jewish, and if you're born from your mother and she's Jewish, that makes you a full Jew. So he just kind of seemed like the one to me from the get-go.
I kind of saw it was coming. I knew it was going to be a little bit harder. People who are Jewish are very, practicing in their culture, and to, have all the little details down and things like that is definitely hard for somebody who didn't, grow up practicing Judaism.
Raise your hand if you think that the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game.
Oh, see, they don't want to raise their hand. Oh God, whatever. I'm not gonna complain
All
about
means.
After Garrett got voted out, I was kind of actually weary about Ariel. I want to hear more about because I mean, there are Israelis that aren't Jewish, and like that's cool too.
I was gonna ask that about you.
I know. Yeah. No, I'm definitely I was thinking about this whole time. I was like, oh my God. But are you practicing or?
No, so I went to Hebrew school. I went to the JCC. First grade, I switched to private school, Ivy Academia.
Can we speak right now?
Same thing, just because you speak Hebrew.
Yeah,
Jewish, I mean,
definitely. I was getting scared people were going to start voting for me because I was definitely putting out more Israeli than Jewish, and that is kind of my identity. I definitely fall into that more because I am a secular Jew.
I'm Black, Chinese, and Filipino, and for most places I go, first of all, people just don't even know what I am in general. Yeah. So add Jewish into mix, and that really throws people off.
You said you were born here?
Born and raised here.
In LA?
Yeah, but I went to school in a very conservative state. And now I'm back because it was really hard. And part of the reason it was so hard was because I am Jewish and I did not feel accepted. Yes, there were a lot of people who did accept me, but sometimes a little bit of hate can overrule a lot of love.
And you said you went from a Jewish high school?
Yeah, Jewish elementary school, Jewish preschool, Jewish high school.
She was just so outgoing and talking about her experience of going to an out-of-state school, and that wasn't Jewish. And since she went through a Jewish school her whole life, I think that was one of the big things that kind of went off in my head, that maybe it was her. How do you go from a Jewish school your whole life and not go to a Jewish college?
I was on a dating app recently. There was a guy who sent me a photo of himself, bottoms on, but he was shirtless because he was really buff and he wanted to show it off. I didn't care.
Not like I cared or anything.
And he had a lot of tattoos, and I was looking at it, and he had a giant swastika.
Bah!
Right
Be like, oh God, no.
here. And I messaged him back. I said, "Am I being pranked?" Like, like, and I said, "Why do you have a swastika on your arm?" He said, "It's a Chinese peace symbol." And I said, oh honey, no, like, no, not anymore.
My first day at Calabasas
Wild.
High, there were swastikas all over the school. Freshman year, my sophomore year, this kid came up to me. He's like, "I hate Jews. Like, I am a full anti-Semite. I hate you and your people." And I'm like, "Dude, I don't know you. Like, we're just in a class together. Why are you at this school if you hate Jews? Go live somewhere else."
Leave me alone.
I don't even know you. I've been told, you know, you and your family should have died in the Holocaust. You and your people are evil. You don't deserve a place here. Things like that. And it hurts, but at the end of the day, I feel also like it made me stronger. That reminds me, how do you guys feel about tattoos?
Oh, I have a tattoo.
I've got a few.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I won't get any.
Why? So,
I
but
think
how do you-
Israelis love
Exactly.
tattoos.
Yeah.
Tel Aviv is the most tatted up place.
Yeah.
Jerusalem likes to hate it.
No, Haley.
Sorry.
Your swastika story means nothing to them.
Ari, you just know so much.
I know so much. You know so much.
No, you know so much.
Okay.
She just looked like she was about to like rear back and. Give me that line again.
Ari, you just know so much.
She started to leave, and then she caught wind of something being said to her, and she's like, "What did you say to me?"
I know so much. You know so much.
No, you know so much.
Okay.
Raise your hand if you're
Weird.
the mole is still in the box and you would like to continue the game. If the lights turn green, vote the mole out.
Okay, so I picked Haley. She's gone. I picked what's her face? Tall girl here.
If the lights turn green.
I'm feeling good.
Those lights turn red. Oh.
Hey!
We're the best.
That's so exciting.
It's gonna be like Garrett or something.
All right. Can the mole please step forward now?
Ah, fuck. Ah.
Knew it. Yes.
Yes. I just live with somebody who is Jewish and have been in the culture now for like a year and a half.
Groupie, I call it. We're fun.
Yes.
Because he was sitting right next to me, he was really quiet, so I can tell when people were asking questions that he wasn't stepping in to answer them.
Yeah, so as the mole, I came in actually taking stories from
Jewish
people who are
groupie.
Jewish, and kind of co-opting them as my own because I do have a lot of Jewish
And I did a
friends
bad
and
job of it.
experienced the culture through them. I'm just happy I made it past the first round. I was surprised that they voted Adam out really quick. It just shows that you can't tell who somebody is just by looking at them. You really have to get to know them a little better.
Open.
I don't want to play into the stereotype.
Oh, I'm cool with it. Here,
cool.
we're gonna show club right now. Let's go.
Woo! God, I'm a Jewish atheist, which if it came up, it might have been something that would have gotten me in trouble more so, but it's your culture, it's your everything, it's a big identity, and we need to hold on to it because if we don't, people will try to make us do it by force.
Within the Jewish community, there's probably more stereotypes than outside of the Jewish community. By that I mean, there's a lot of judgment within some of the communities, whether you're more Jewish than someone or less Jewish than someone. You came from Israel, you came from Russia, you came from Germany, you came from the States.
I don't make it the full thing, but it's very much a part of me and my values and the way I live my life. And you know, there are not that many Jews in the world, and so to be part of such a small but very close group is actually really rewarding in a lot of ways. And I'm very happy with being Jewish, and I love it.
When did like everybody become a Democrat?
Who is not a Democrat? That'll be next time we do an Odd Man episode. Next time we've got Democrats, a secret Republican. Oh boy. We have who's pretending to be a frat boy. And further back, 8 TikTokers versus 2 fakes. We have 10 people. 10 people. TikTokers. All right, I'm going to hit you with a BRB. I'm going to go to the restroom. I'm going to get some water. I'm going to load up Doki Doki, Literature Club, and we'll hit some side stories. So I will be right back.